sharing relevant stories about the Ghanaian tech ecosystem to drive growth and innovation. I am here with a student of African Science Academy, and she's about to share with us what they showcased at Tech in Ghana. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Ifwa Aduyobo, and I'm
Okay.
from the African Science Academy. Yes.
Okay, can you share with us what your school is about?
Okay. So African Science Academy is Africa's first post-secondary institution with a focus on STEM.
Okay.
So every year, wonderful girls from all across Africa come to the
Only
school.
girls.
Only girls,
Okay.
yes. Come to the school and we do a 2 year course in 10 months.
Okay.
So it's accelerated and there's a real focus on STEM, on technology. So we do programming as well, in addition to physics, math, and further math. And we also do community service and robotics, which we're here to present today.
And the
Yeah.
school is in Ghana,
Yes, it's in Tema Community 6.
the Ma Community says, and you get
Yes.
students all across Africa.
Yes, this cohort we have 50 students from 13 countries.
Okay.
So I have classmates from Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Burundi, Togo, all over. Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's a
Yes.
pre-university
Yes, it's a
academy.
pre-university.
Okay,
Yeah.
so share with us. You are in the robotics club.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
and you presented what?
I presented our project Farmer Aid,
Farmer
which
aid.
Farmer Aid,
Okay.
yes, an assistive agricultural robot, which was meant to help farmers improve their efficiency in the farming process.
Okay.
I think at ASA, whenever we do a project, we are told to focus a lot on Africa
Okay.
because it's our home and we are all Africans.
Yeah.
And there's nothing bigger than agriculture in Africa. I mean, in Ghana alone, 60% of our workers are involved in the agricultural sector. And in Africa, there are so many more. So that was what inspired us to go in for an agri-tech kind of project. So Farmer Aid is a system. It consists of three parts. It has a part which uses color sensors and ultrasound sensors to sense and count cattle, and we use sheep. And it can report to the farmer if the count is not sufficient or if any animal is missing. Then it consists of an automatic door which can be controlled by the farmer, but in future we hope to make it ultrasound. So when it detects the sheep, it opens by itself. So
Okay.
if the farmer had to take an extended break for a few
Okay.
days, the farm could be running, the sheep could be fed, they could move out into the field, even though no one was physically present. And then there was the dispenser as well, which is supposed to be automated to give water to the sheep from a distance when the farm is not physically there.
So, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, it took a lot of brainstorming, but we were kind of given fields to think about.
Okay.
So our teachers told us to look to the SDGs,
Yeah.
to look to our communities, our surroundings, and there were lots of ideas that came up, and a lot of them that got scrapped. But I think we settled on Farmer Aid because it meant something to all of us. And I think we could all see it working in our countries, and it was something that was relevant to all of us. Yeah.
Wow. And so you are involved in animal husbandry,
I mean,
or
me?
I mean your family or someone you know.
Oh, not specifically. I just think that growing up, I would hear my father talk about how during his vacation he would help his family members on the farm. So
Okay.
I think that not in my family, but I think as Africans and
Okay.
as Ghanaians,
Yeah.
agriculture just means a lot to us. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. And so, what's the future of Farmer Aid after showcasing? Are you
Yeah.
looking for partnerships to scale up?
Yeah, I think we are looking for partnerships and also we're looking to develop it further
Okay.
because we also want to add a medical aspect. So we believe that if we had the right resources, sorry,
No problem.
if you had the right resources, we could get the farmer aid system to even detect temperature and vitals. So if any sheep, we would use IDs.
Okay.
So if maybe sheep number two had a very high temperature or a very low temperature, the farmer will know that this specific livestock is not doing well, and he could check up on it. So that was the future that we envisioned for farmer aid, and we're looking for partnerships to make that happen.
So,
Yeah.
what companies are you looking to partner with?
Oh, anyone at all that's interested,
That's
we are not
interested.
picky. No,
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 17. Yeah.
Wow. And you built this?
I couldn't do it alone,
Okay.
so I had the support of all the wonderful people in the robotics club who
Okay.
unfortunately can't be here with me today. But
Okay.
yes, it was a team effort. We had people with assembly who built the robot, people with coding who programmed it to move and rotate at very specific angles. We had a design team who helped us build the wonderful farm setup.
Okay.
So it was really a team effort, yes.
And what do you want to do
But I want
after school?
after school in the future, I'd like to work in computer science,
Okay.
specifically in the areas of climate, using computer science to battle climate change. Yes.
Wow, that sounds very inspiring.
Thank you.
Anyway, thank you very much
Thank you
for
for
joining
having
us,
me.
Ifwa from African Science Academy. I've just had a conversation with Ifwa from African Science Academy, who is in a team of robotics club, and they are building farmer aid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, this is very interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that we are having 70-year-olds who are building and solving problems for Africa, not just in Ghana. And for anyone who is interested to pick it up, please do support, sponsor, partner as much as possible in order to help these young people's ideas come to life. We need all the support that we can get as much as possible. I've just been joined again by Princess from
Again.
Spirit. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. How's the conference coming up for you so
Yeah,
far?
it's going really well. I'm enjoying
Yeah?
myself.
You enjoying yourself?
Yes.
How are you enjoying yourself?
I mean, I'm meeting new people, like I said. I'm also, I got the chance to showcase sports today.
Okay.
And I mean,
How's the feedback?
yeah, exactly. That's what I was just trying to go to. It's
Yeah.
just hearing what people had, like feedback from people about what we were building,
Yeah.
how we can even collaborate. I mean, a lot of people have spoken about API integration since I've been here,
Okay.
and it's just really interesting to see that people are actually interested and need what we're building.
So what new thing do you want to share with us?
Um, so I would say for me,
Yeah.
I think businesses should try and be more digitalized. And what do I mean? They should try and integrate technology. And I'm not saying this because of the entire buzzwords, integration of technology, digital transformation, but I feel like just integrating technology on even any part of your business is just going to make your life easy. It's going to help your talent give you their best, give you more, be more productive, and it's just going to help you reach your goals faster. Yeah.
Cool. And so you just share with us some of your thoughts
Okay.
about tech in Ghana. How do you
Okay.
see technology evolving as the space grows?
Okay. Yeah. I think I've been to a lot of I won't deny I've been to a lot of tech events this year,
Okay.
both in Ghana and outside Ghana. But one thing I've noticed in Ghana is their intentional, because I see a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers here. So I see that they're trying to use tech. They're trying to like introduce technology right from like the foundational years, right? Instead of
Absolutely.
like when you're older and then you now know what this is AI and
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're trying to introduce the kids to it because I know when someone from IADETA was speaking, they said something about the resistance to technology, and it's just a very like funny thing because now they're bringing it to these kids, these teenagers at this age. When they grow, they now even know more about it and are able to like bring in new ideas,
Yeah.
innovate, execute new thoughts, and all of that. So technically, I think this event has actually opened my eyes to just kind of understand how intentional Ghanaians are when it comes to the tech ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we also hope that you have picked up a few things that is going to help Spirits.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I definitely have. I mean, like I said, partnerships,
yeah.
product
Who are you
integrations. I made
partnering
new
with
friends. Oh,
from
definitely
this event?
Bridge Labs. Bridge
Oh,
Labs,
okay,
Bridge Labs,
okay,
ESAL. Yeah, these
okay.
are my guys. Yeah, I mean, they had a session about the gig economy and the future of work, right?
Okay.
I mean, after that panel was just like my showcase, and I was like, oh my god, things are like aligning in perfect places for me, right? It's because we are more all about talent, gig work, making you as as your employer, just make the best out of your talent, and you as an employee or a freelancer get the most out of your work, right? So just hearing Isal, even hearing the guys from
Bridge Lab?
Turntable.
Okay,
Turntable
turntable.
as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it was really interesting that all these guys came before me, and I got to showcase my products. So it was just like everything is just aligning.
Yes, it's all
Yeah,
about synergy
yeah,
here
yeah,
at
yeah,
Tech in
yeah,
Ghana.
yeah.
Thank you very much
Thank you very
for
much.
joining us once
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
Princess.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a
Yeah, she said it all. The synergy, the excitement, and the collaboration is absolutely, I mean, wow. And we love that Tech in Ghana is evolving as time goes on. And every year we see new innovation. Princess has just talked about the intentionality of events, even when it comes to order of events, who comes next, and how they're all aligned, such that there's the platform for people to collaborate, for people to tell their stories, as well as to showcase how we can improve on security in our tech platforms. I'm just currently being joined by the Isaac Newton of the Innovation Spark. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Good to see you, madam.
Good to see you too.
This is the big madam in town, by the way. If you don't know, now you know.
Okay, and that's my boss. Okay, so Isaac, how are you finding tech in Ghana so far?
It's amazing. I've been coming now for several years. This one is bigger and better.
Yeah.
The number of people they have, people have flown down from different places from across Africa, from other countries, other continents to be here. That shows the pull power of tech in Ghana.
Yeah, and it's amazing, right? And it's also inspiring how the ecosystem is growing and it's looking at ways to navigate partnerships. So tell us about the Innovation Spark for people who don't know about it.
So the Innovation Spark, we're an umbrella of various entities. So we have a media agency, the Ghana Innovation Journal, where we showcase what's happening in Ghana. So who's raising funds, who's going to different programs, or where the investments, the activities are, the policies are happening, just so people can navigate what's happening. But we also celebrate our wins.
Okay.
Ghana is actually doing a lot of things, both public sector, private sector, to support startups. So sometimes you just need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
Then we have some things around the creative sector. Suya, show us your art.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating the creatives, the musicians, the film, the fashion. So everything from promoting, supporting, and creating with them. Music albums, short movies,
Wow.
and so on.
That sounds incredible.
Thank you.
How are
Thank
you doing this? Is there an upcoming project or program we should look forward to?
I'll say look out in 2025.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of things
Okay.
where we're forming different partnerships with different entities to see how we can support the ecosystem
Okay.
in both sectors, the creative and the business. So I'll say look out for 2025. It's going to be a very interesting year. But I'll say if you check out our platforms, you can get reports that we put out. We put out the half-year report. We have the end-of-year report coming out early 2025, showcasing what has happened in Ghana during the year. And then we will be providing some resources for companies to help them. A lot of companies come with the same issues. I don't know how to scale. I don't know how to find clients. I need to raise X, Y, Z. And we'll put some different free tools out to help companies achieve their goals.
Amazing. And Isaac, you have been a mentor in the space. You have been a key contributor and stakeholder in the space. And you have also gotten, the opportunity as Innovation Spark to tell the stories of the ecosystem. Do you see any growth? And what are some key trends we should expect in the tech ecosystem in the coming years?
I see a lot of growth. I'm actually very proud of the Ghanaian startups. They're now looking and thinking bigger.
Okay.
Before, they were trying to scale from Accra to Kumasi. Now you have Ghanaian startups scaling from Accra to Ivory Coast, like the Francophone region, which isn't very usual. One of my biggest success stories this year is QNO. They're in the International Trade Center ecosystem.
Okay.
And they're scaling to both Kenya within Africa. Out of Africa, they're partnered with people in the US, and they have operations in Australia and Papua New Guinea. So they're in 3 different continents as we speak right now, right? So it goes to show Ghanaian company. So we have Ghanaian companies who are now scaling and doing things big. You have your Farmer Lines, your ZPay, your M Farmer, but your YFlix, 3rd largest subscription base for online in Africa. Ghanaian company, right? So we have a lot of great talent doing amazing things that we should really be looking out for and supporting. Then I think one of the big things that's also going to happen is crowdfunding. Also from the ITC cohort, the International Trade Center, Grow For Me just got a approval from the Securities Exchange to allow for crowdfunding, which is now, yes, we have the investors, but if you're now looking for interesting ticket sizes that most investors won't want to do, they might be able to help you pull funds together and invest or lend you money at cheap rates. So it's going to change the way that money is raised in the country. And last, I know there's a lot of things to talk about, but last, emerging technologies. So I call them the ABC of emerging technologies. The AI, the blockchain, the crypto. We're seeing huge changes there. Bank of Ghana have released their digital paper, which shows the Bank of Ghana is supporting what's happening in the crypto space. We have Blockchain Builders Association of Ghana by Erica Nan, who will be doing hackathons with people from across Africa here in Ghana and building great products. And then we also have AI. And from the International Trade Center, your companies like Mpontu Technologies building amazing applications. But you can't talk about AI in Ghana without talking about Darlington from Mino Health or Kara AI. He's not right now just changing the way we do health with AI. So you think of ChatGPT, and he's doing that with your scans from your doctors, enabling the systems to help doctors know what if you have cancer or not, if your arm is broken, what skin disease you have, and what solutions there should be, and even down to creating drugs. So he's technically in $1 billion industry, but $1 trillion industry is what he's doing from here in Ghana. So there's a lot of things happening, and I'm really excited about the future.
Yeah, it's so exciting, the work that Darlington from Mino Health is doing. And before you go, I also want you to touch on the parts regulators are also playing in the growth of the tech ecosystem.
Definitely. So we had a great conversation at Tech in Ghana yesterday about regulation and innovation.
Yeah.
And it's actually the case that regulation helps build innovation because then you have trust in the system and you know what's happening. The Bank of Ghana, the NIC, the Securities Exchange have been very good at listening to startups and trying to find ways of supporting them. I mentioned about Grow For Me's crowdfunding act. I was in several meetings with the Securities Exchange, the different tech startups, and hosted by the UNDP and UNCDF. So we have this nice combination of public sector, private sector, and different partners working together, and then really taking on feedback and making a way for things to happen. So that wouldn't have happened without them. The 3i Summit earlier this year, the Bank of Ghana launched the ECD and how to do transactions in Singapore. So they're showing, look, we're here and we want you to come innovate in what we've now regulated. They have the sandboxes they're doing. The Deputy Director of MESTI, Nashiru, he has mentioned about the MESTI's policy for innovation research. So the government is trying to fund innovation and help commercialize innovation. So it's one thing to have it, but how do we get it commercial? So from universities or think tanks or research centers, how can people now come, take it, and make money from it? So there's a lot of things happening in the background, really helping to make the space grow.
Yeah, and I mentioned that was supposed to be the last question, but I also want you to speak to young people who are watching and who also want to enter the innovation space, especially in the tech space. Do you want to share a few words as a mentor to them?
I'll say maybe maybe controversial,
Okay.
but it's a hard space. It's not meant for everybody to enter. It's a hard space, but you need to have perseverance. You need to have thick skin. You need to know what you want. I would actually even recommend do an internship, 6 months somewhere. Whether it's your NSS or afterwards, work somewhere for 6 months, 1 year. So you understand culture, corporate culture. You understand building and working with a team. You understand the business cycle. You see what a company has, an HR unit, an accounting unit, and so on. Because when you start building your business, and I know you came from MEST, you have to learn everything by yourself, the hard way. But if you come with some experience, you then make it easier. Your people like Jack Ma, he started his business when he was 40. So you're never too old to start your business. And the more experience you have, the easier it'll be because they understand how to make things different. But I'll say, please have thick skin. Canva, I know, is a tool that most people use. From Australia, she went to 100 different investors before she got an investment. Not one, not 10, not 50, 100. And this is in Australia where there's lots of money. In Ghana, fundraising is much harder. So you have to have the perseverance, the knowledge, and the skill to be able to do it. So definitely try, but no, it's not an easy journey.
The Isaac Newton with the thick-skinned, supportive words of encouragement. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Always a pleasure being hosted by you, and always a pleasure being at Tech in Ghana. I love it
Yeah.
here. This is home.
This is home. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so Isaac has said it all the things that you are expecting, all the things that you wanted to get out of Tech in Ghana. We have brought it to you this year, 2025, and it's exciting. He has said something that I want to touch on again: developing a thick skin. That is very incredible. We should definitely, as young people, we should always have it in our minds that it's not going to be easy. It's not as easy as you would think it is. You see a lot of companies out there who have done it, and you may think that, oh, they're about to, they started yesterday, but they have been consistent. They have done the mistakes, they have learned from mistakes, and they have improved and thrived. But then, so can you. And with that, we are rounding up business. Next year, we are excited about Tech in Ghana in London, 10 July 2025. So go to the Tech in Ghana website and please do register, book your flights to London. We will be there. And we've also mentioned that we are going to Kumasi as well. Tech in Ghana is not just an Accra thing. We want to cover every part of Accra. And our next stop is Kumasi next year. And this is really exciting news. And it also shows that other parts of the region are also going to experience the innovation that we are seeing in the country. And we see this innovation in different parts of the country, but then we don't have enough platform to bring it to bear. And so we're excited that Tech in Ghana is also going to be in Kumasi. You call it the Kumasi Overdrive. You heard it from the Hyperspace Gideon. He mentioned that even though Tunfor is ready and willing to welcome us in Kumasi, so do get your your friends in the known, share this information out there to everyone who is in Kumasi, who is building something in the tech space and especially contributing to the impact of the tech ecosystem. It's really, truly amazing. We've had sessions on, we had a tribute for Mr. Henry Chinwe Percy, who passed on last year. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And we basically honored the work that he has done, his contribution through Soft Stripe, and even as at now, how the company is still growing. And we've also had interviews, conversations with Silicon Overdrive, Paystack, Aya Data, so many of them, and the design junkies who gave us a lot of sweets. But then this has been a lot of exciting experiences. Like I mentioned, we are also looking for a lot of sponsorship because we know that in order to scale projects like this that allows innovation to be showcased to the world and partnerships to be forged, we need a lot of funding. So as much as possible, please sponsor Tech in Ghana so that we can go to different parts of the country and showcase to the world the tech that is happening in Ghana. It's been a lot of growth, and we are all about telling the stories, relevant stories about the Ghanaian tech ecosystem to drive growth and innovation. And we are Building Bytes podcast. Do subscribe to Building Bytes on Spotify and all your favorite streaming platforms. You can also access we are launching our book that is basically going to highlight the tech in the tech landscape. And you can just go online to Building Bytes on our YouTube, on our Instagram, LinkedIn as well. And do be a part of our events. We have Demo Fridays coming up on December 20th. So do make a date with us. The link to register will shortly be in your faces. So as time goes on, please, you see it around, and do register and be a part of Demo Fridays. We've had 2 already, and this is going to be our 3rd one. And this one is different because we are going to have a mixer. We are going to have a party that is basically bringing everyone together. We are going to have sessions in EdTech, you have an EdTech panel where if you are interested in EdTech, you meet industry players, you have exciting conversations with them. So it's not going to be the usual panel sessions and networking that you know. You're also going to have the future of tech wall, where you would get to predict what the tech in the Ghanaian ecosystem is going to evolve, and you can put your name on there, right? So it's going to be like an art wall. It's so many exciting activities for Devil Friday coming up on December 20th. So do anticipate as well. And this has been myself, Akwele Abuna Okai, co-host of Building Bites. And from all of us at Building Bites and from all of us at Tech in Ghana, we say thank you very much for being a good audience. And yes, we hope to see you in Tech in Ghana 2025. It's bye here for now.